Polite probing. Mastering indirect questions with why. Hello learners. Welcome back to our English language series. Today, we're going to focus on an important aspect of conversational English, especially when it comes to politeness and cultural considerations. We're diving into indirect questions with why. Using indirect questions is a great way to make your English sound more polite and natural, particularly in sensitive situations. Let's get started. Before we delve into indirect questions, let's quickly review what direct and indirect questions are. Direct questions are the most straightforward way to ask for information. They are quick, concise, and to the point. For example, why did you change jobs? On the other hand, indirect questions are a little more complex. They're often used to sound more polite or less confrontational. For instance, instead of directly asking, why did you change jobs? You might say, could you tell me why you decided to change jobs? Now, let's learn how to form indirect questions with why. Here's the general structure. We start with a polite phrase, like, can you tell me? Or, do you know? Followed by the question word, why, and then the rest of the sentence. Here are a few examples. Can you tell me why you decided to move? Do you know why Maria isn't at work today? I was wondering why you chose this book for the assignment. It's important to note that the structure of the sentence after why in an indirect question is positive, not like an usual question. For example, we say, can you tell me why you are late? Not, can you tell me why are you late? Indirect questions are especially useful in formal situations or when you're talking to someone you don't know very well. They can help avoid sounding too direct or rude. For example, asking a direct question like, why were you late? Can seem confrontational, but framing it indirectly, like, could you explain why you were late? Makes it more polite and less aggressive. Now that we understand the structure and usage of indirect questions with why, it's time for some practice. I'll give you some direct questions, and your task is to turn them into indirect ones. 1. Why did you miss the meeting? 2. Why is he absent? 3. Why do you want to learn English? Take your time to formulate your responses, and remember the polite phrase at the beginning. And that wraps up our discussion on indirect questions with why. I hope this lesson has helped you understand how to use why in a more polite and culturally sensitive way. Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep trying to use these structures in your conversations. Thank you for joining me today, and I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Happy learning!